Hi guys, this is me Dennis and I'm really glad to see you again on my channel and thank you very much. I really appreciate that you clicked on this video and now you are watching me and this is my fifth English Fluency podcast. So guys, uh, you can see that my background kind of changed and now I'm living in a new place, in a new apartment for a while. I'm going to live in this apartment maybe for a few months and maybe more. We'll see. I had some kind of really noisy and irritating neighbors living in the apartment above mine, so I don't know how many days or how many weeks or how many months I will be struggling with this noisy, loud, and irritating sounds above mine. They are constantly stomp and shouting and some kind of this stuff. And I think they are constantly drinking maybe Russian vodka or Russian beer or something like that. But okay. Now it's pretty silent, and now I can uh, record my new video about English fluency. So, guys, mm, today's topic today's topic is about importance of listening, because I think that it's a pretty important habit to listen a lot. Guys, if you want to be really fluent in English, if you want to easy understand and easy communicate with people, with native and non-native speakers, you have to easy understand and instantly be able to understand without any translation English words, English sentences, and stuff like that. So I think that listening is the first of important habits and important skills that that lead you to really real English fluency. So you can speak very slowly and with many grammar mistakes, just like me right now. But you should understand a lot, and you should learn uh, understand English vocabulary and English phrases without translation in your mother tongue in your head. So, guys, you should listen a lot. Listen a lot from very first day of your English learning. Because listening is exactly what native children do from very first day uh, when a kid was born. They start to listen from their parents, from their mother in general, and their father, and maybe some other people like family or maybe guests of family sometimes. So the first 1 year or maybe 2 years of their lives, native children just just listen, listen. They don't try to read, they don't try to learn some language grammar, they don't try to learn some uh, vocabulary lists or something like that, and they don't use textbooks and they don't use any translation. All they do, they listen listen to their parents, uh, which just speak English. If we talk about native English children, uh, but it's pretty fair about any language on the planet. So guys, I suggest you to start listening a lot, and uh, at the start of your English fluency journey, I think that listening should be maybe around 70 or even 80% of your learning time. And guys, this is a habit that helps me a lot to start understand English speakers without struggling, without any hesitation, without translation in my head. So other skills like reading and speaking and writing, they are skills that start develop after we be able to understand a lot of vocabulary and a lot of native English materials. So, for example, I can recommend to listen like 10 or 15 minutes at least in the mornings after you go out of your bed, and uh, maybe you start making your breakfast and do some other morning stuff and morning routine. And in this time, while you are preparing your breakfast and you're eating your breakfast, you can just listen some English materials, maybe on YouTube or something like that, or maybe you can download simple audiobooks in English and audiobooks for children, even if your English level is not so good yet. And I think that 10-15 minutes a day, it's just enough for the very beginning. But then I suggest you to do the same just before you go to bed in the evenings, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes every evening before you go to bed with some simple English listening. And guys, I think that your listening should be active listening. Please don't start some audio play and just distract, uh, just do your things. It's not so helpful, because I think that we should listen, and uh, we should actively try to understand what uh, what the speaker wants to communicate with us. And also, I think that when we listen, we should be sure that from 90 to 95% of English vocabulary that we hear is familiar for us, and we should easily understand around 90% of what we listen to. Because if we can't understand more than 10% of words and sentences, then these materials are very hard for our listening and our understanding, and this can lead us to struggling and hesitating and uh, some problems in the future. So maybe we should choose materials, should English speaking materials with some idea about that it should be compared with our current English level. So I hope you understand me, guys, because uh, it's my first English fluency podcast for a while, for a few months. these months were eventful for me, and unfortunately I had no enough time to upload new videos on my channel, and I had no time to record and shoot my English Fluency podcasts. So maybe I kind of lost some of my English speaking skills, but I'm going to improve in upcoming few months. It's gonna be a lot of other podcasts and videos on my channel, so please subscribe if you haven't already. And guys, I think that we should listen to both native and non-native speakers, because native speakers uh, really really can provide for us uh, real native pronunciation, correct pronunciation of words, but non-native speakers also can learn us a lot of things, because in the modern world uh, there are much more non-native English speakers in any any sphere of business and life in general than native speakers, because English is an international language of business, of internet, of really any sphere of our life right now. Because I think that your English listening materials should be various, from non-native, from native, audio podcasts, audio books, maybe news, maybe some non-fiction articles, audio articles, I mean, and uh, other stuff like that. Maybe the first half of year and first year of your learning, you should listen these English materials. You should spend much more time listening to them than speaking and writing and reading. I'm not going to give your concrete recommendations about YouTube channel or audiobooks in this video, because you know uh, right now I'm searching uh, the right materials for my own listening, and I'm trying to build some kind of listening system, of learning system for me personally. And I think that any authentic materials, I think that any kind of English podcasts and English speaking videos, maybe even video blogs from um, non-professional speakers, um, and some maybe content for kids on YouTube really can be helpful for you, for your listening, for your understanding, and please do it. Uh, the most important thing about your listening, the materials should be interesting for you personally. It should be some kind of subject that you really interested in. Because when you listen some materials that you are not interested in, your concentration really drops down, and as well your uh, your ability to understand new information drops down as well. So I strongly suggest to choose materials that really interesting for you personally. And for me, for example, uh, really interesting materials about deep space, for example, and about um, healthy habits, and maybe about financial habits, and something like that. I really uh, I really like to learn something new about our universe and our galaxy. Because when you listen to the materials about subject that you're interested in, you can understand understand English vocabulary much easier because you are in the process. Your listening is really active. So, guys, I think that's enough for today English Fluency podcasts because I was really not going to make this video, and it's just some kind of sudden idea. I thought, why not? And I just grabbed my chair and sat and um, launched my camera and started to speak. So, guys, one more time, I really appreciate that you are watching me and you are on my channel. I'm going to make videos like this at least every 2 weeks or so. And please don't quit learning English only because you think you are not good in English, or you have been learning English so many years and supposedly you are definitely not going to learn it perfectly. That's bullshit, guys. That's really bullshit. Excuse me for my obscene vocabulary right now, because uh, I've been thinking like this for many years, but only recently I understood that this is not truth. And all you have to do to make some useful habits, and day by day, maybe each day, maybe each other day, uh, do a little, really small exercises and create a really useful habit to listen and maybe read a bit. A bit of reading is helpful too. So, guys, right now I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Thank you, guys. Bye.